People get politically motivated with electing the president, griping about Congress, or leaving comments on internet forums, but there's one American institution even more exciting than all those combined. The Supreme Court of the United States, or SCOTUS for people that love acronyms, leads the country's judiciary branch, and it's the last stop for deciding what is and isn't legal. Oh, bull, you're saying? I can't pay attention to that lawyer stuff. It's too confusing, and what if they make me serve jury duty? But the truth is, it's not complicated at all. The Supreme Court holds the ultimate verdict over every single court in the country, even Judge Judy. In most cases, it's extremely hard for the president and Congress to overturn a Supreme Court verdict, and in some cases, they don't have the power to overturn a ruling at all. As a result, when SCOTUS makes a ruling, it tends to stay that way for a long time. Technically, those 9 judges hold every aspect of your life in the palms of their firm, if sometimes wrinkly, hands. You don't need a law degree to understand the Supreme Court. It consists of 8 associate justices and 1 chief justice, all of whom are nominated by the president and confirmed by the Senate, which for the past few decades has been almost entirely split across party lines. When a justice is nominated, he or she serves for life, which is the only government position with the tenure of a BFF. The thing is, 4 of the justices were nominated by Democratic presidents and are pretty moderate. 5 of the justices were nominated by Republican presidents and are really conservative. Lately, the conservative justices have been flexing their political muscle. In the year 2000, for example, they celebrated the new millennium by choosing the president. Because their decisions keep getting more conservative, many people feel the Supreme Court, considered moderate just 35 years ago, has swung hard to the political right. And look at how decisions of SCOTUS have made an impact on the country around you. Corporations can now buy elections, which Chrysler really wants to do after they save up to buy a Chrysler. People can tote their firearms into coffee shops, which adds a whole new level of tension to the tip jar. And apparently there's a limit on how much money a company can be penalized for an oil spill. A lot of people don't care because they think this stuff doesn't affect their daily lives, but the truth is the Supreme Court directly affects your life's minutia, aka Twitter feed, just as much. A fair paycheck, clean water, censorship, net neutrality, the amount companies and doctors can bill you, all personal rights are protected by laws that have been upheld by the court. The courts are where you should be able to go to hold big corporations and special interests accountable for the harm they cause. In the past, SCOTUS has confirmed our right to clean air and water, even though we thank them by buying bottles of water anyway. They integrated public schools so kids of all races can cut class together, and they've made sure old people can't be fired because of their age. They can, however, still be fired for doing crazy old people stuff. So do your part and get edumacated before a bunch of important stuff relevant to your life gets decided without your knowledge. Things like whether workers are able to stand up for themselves when they're mistreated on the job, whether we can have laws protecting the water we drink, whether corporations can simply write a huge check to support anyone running for office, whether or not gays are allowed to marry, although they may be disappointed to find out how soul-crushing it can be to find the one. The future of healthcare is also undetermined, and it's the Supreme Court that'll decide whether or not it's constitutional for the government to make sure every American has health insurance, even if they've been sick before. The Supreme Court is supposed to look out for all of us, but this means we've got to keep an eye on them. We need justices who understand that the Constitution exists to protect the rights of individual Americans. We need justices who won't bend the law to let corporations walk all over us when our rights are on the line. And we need justices who aren't so right-wing they make Sarah Palin look moderate. With the right justices, the court understands that the law protects us from banks, insurance companies, employers, politicians, and anyone else who may be out to swindle you. So don't just quietly complain about the way things are. Learn the issues, get motivated, and be heard.